This video was created by VinylicPuma of VinylicPuma Gaming. Warning: vulgarity awaits. What's up guys, VinylicPuma here, and throughout your Borderlands adventures, I'm sure you've all encountered interesting and hard bosses. But today, we're going to be talking about mini bosses that you might have not encountered in your playthrough of Borderlands 2. Some of the bosses on this list were actually removed from the final game, and some of these bosses are actually so undiscoverable that you most of the time will not ever encounter them on a normal playthrough. In this video, I will go over every single one of these disastrous mini bosses. Oh god. Without further ado, top 5 most OP mini bosses starting now. Number 5. Unfortunately, I don't have any footage of this one, but this one is Spanky Swanky. He was not in the final version of the game, and in a community patch, he's actually restored. Unfortunately, he's not restored at all. Once I installed him, I couldn't get him to spawn in Frostburn Canyon, where he's actually supposed to be. In the initial release of the game, he was removed because he was so OP for the level that you would be in the area. Even if you were to do all the side quests in Frostburn Canyon before the main quest, you know, farming up and all sorts to get your character up leveled, he dual wields Torg shotguns, and he just looks so strange. The game registers him as a badass psycho, but he's actually the same size as a normal psycho, and he's actually, from what I've heard, twice as fast. People are so scared of this guy that as soon as he's installed and it actually works for them, they end up pissing themselves and dying of an aneurysm. Number 4. This next one is from Digistruct Peak. Her name is Madeline Thotsky. This character, this mini-boss, is so nasty that I'm not even going to be willing to show the goddamn footage. I'm not even going to show it because I hate this character so much, and they're so OP. As soon as you get into the area to where the boss is, she ends up coming after you. Straight coming after you quicker than a midget or something. Like, she just comes after you like the Flash. And then she tries to put her yeast infection pussy all over your fucking arms. It's disgusting. I hate this boss. What a piece of shit. On to the next one. Number 3. As you viewers may know, sometimes on my channel, I can discover topics which are just a big load of gaping, nasty, greasy ass juice. This is no exception. While this might not be the most interesting mini-boss on the list, it's not number 1. But this one, by far, is the one that I hate the most. It is the biggest boatload of ice. This mini-boss, as well as the others, I do not have footage of. It is in the game. It is not removed. But you're kind of seeing a pattern here, aren't you? Yeah, I hate these bosses so much, and they are so strange that I am not even going to show footage of them. This one is Pete Hines. You can find him in Iridium Blight. This guy is such an OP clusterfuck that I don't even know what to say. He's so annoying that when you go up to him next to all the bullymongs next to the bridge, he sends surveyors at you. But the thing is these aren't just ordinary surveyors. They come at you and they start shooting these little beams at you. Not the normal shots a surveyor would shoot, but microtransactions. And sometimes you'll get a couple from behind while you're trying to shoot them in the front, and he'll deflect your bullets every single time. What a boatload of fuck. And every single time you try to shoot him, surveyors always come in from the back and they hit you with mini DLCs. There's not even such thing as mini DLCs. DLCs are downloadable content. They can't be mini. What a boatload of bias! Number 2. This next one is a mini-boss by the name of Nasty Wick Rick. Not only was he cut out of the game, but several animations and other characters beside him, which were soon to be hostile, were also added to the game. Right beside the area where you can farm for the Yuta and the Varric, the graveyard, you can find him molesting little girls. What the actual fuck? I have no idea why this was in the game to begin with. Who cares if it was cut content? Why was this? The developers actually thought to themselves, hey, this could be implemented, and this is in no way a bad idea. But I'm gonna go ahead and roll back to the past a little bit. Let's just go ahead and look at this motherfucker one more time. Look at this weird looking fucking... I don't even know what it is. What the actual fuck is this? This is the strangest character I have ever seen in not only Borderlands, but any video game, and hell, even in real life, and I've seen some weird looking fucking pimento tacos out there. Number 1. This next mini-boss could also be considered a loot midget, not because this mini-boss is a midget, but because this boss drops significant loot. Not only that, but this boss is most of the time located inside containers. But here's the kicker. You won't believe where this boss is. Go ahead, take the time. Actually, no, we don't have time here on VinylicPuma Gaming. So, you won't believe where it is. Fucking Sanctuary. Sanctuary! You know, the place is kind of an oasis from all the fucking killing and shit? Yeah, Sanctuary. This boss sometimes spawns at a 5%, a mere 5%. And when it does spawn, it is a fucking madhouse. Not to be confused with that garbage-ass legendary of a bandit gun. Anyway, this boss is called Bradley Freeman. Would you consider your character to be OP8? Well, go ahead and scratch that off. There isn't such thing as OP8. Oh, and OP? Fuck that term. It doesn't exist anymore. This is way past that. This is a whole different ballgame. This motherfucker is so overpowered and broken that if you were to shoot him with a skull masher and a pimpernel, he would eat those fucking bullets for breakfast. It's not just his health and shield that is so broken and overpowered. It's also the mere fact that this guy has an offense of a fucking bulldozer. He has a melee attack that he uses quite often, and it is a one-shot kill. I am not fucking with you. This guy could hit you one time. I don't care what shield you have, and you will go down without a minute's notice. Borderlands 2 may age itself peacefully and beautifully, but there are some buggy parts of this game that do, in fact, need an update. This is one of them. Oh, and by the way, for any of those who are curious, he only drops a Hellfire. And it doesn't drop an OP8. Yeah, he drops nothing. He doesn't drop anything worth the time that you'll use to beat him, if you can even beat him. Not only that, but if you were going to farm for the one legendary that he drops, he only drops one, you'd be doing it for fucking 7 hours. I mean, if you were up for farming for low cash and iridium, he's gonna be your guy. If you are retarded and you think you could beat him, which you can't. But with all that said, there's really nothing else to tackle on this matter. He is by far the worst boss on this list, and that is why he's ranked as number 1. There's nothing that exceeds the other bosses when it comes to anything in a positive manner. He is by far the worst. Honestly, and in a mature standpoint, I will want to say one thing, and that is, what a boatload of ass. But anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. Make sure you go ahead and like and share, and if you want to, you can subscribe. But that's going to wrap it up. Be sure to stay tuned for the Q&A. I'm going to have a lot of questions regarding my grandmother's clitoral infection. And if you want to stay tuned for that, make sure to keep track to the channel. And as always, take care, and I'll see you guys next time.